morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world right now. And welcome to the very first edition of World Data League. My name is Leonid, and I'll be one of your hosts all the way from Antwerp, Belgium. And I'm here with Maggie. Maggie, do you want to say something about yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Margarida. I'm living in Portugal. I'm going to be one of your community managers. I think some of you already know me from Discord or emails, and I'm really excited to get to know you.
Finally great to put a face to an email, right? Miguel, we also have Miguel here on the line all the way from France, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. My name is Miguel. Yeah, you're right. Currently based in France. And alongside Leon, Margarida, and Tammy, I'll be one of your hosts for this awesome event we have set up for you today. Super excited.
And last but not least, we have Tammy. Tammy?
Hi, everyone. I'm Tammy. I'm normally based in Belgium, but I am in Colorado with my family right now. And I have spoken to a few of you on Discord already, and will continue to do so. So thank you for being here and welcome. And we'll talk to you over the next many weeks.
Perfect. So guys, are you excited for this? How are you feeling? I mean, it was a lot of work that we put into this. I mean, I think last 6 months were very intense. And what's your feeling about this? What are you most looking to this in this competition?
Yeah, that's what's so interesting is because it's been a lot of months that we're organizing this, especially the last 2 weeks. It's been a lot of hours of work, and it all kind of wraps up in these minutes that we have with you and with the upcoming weeks. So it's really, really exciting for me to see what's gonna come out of all this work.
Yeah, from my
go ahead.
Yeah, from my point of view, it's really exciting to get to know the participants, because me and Tammy we feel like we know a little bit about yourselves because of the applications, and we had to read everything. So it's really cool to put faces on the teams, and we are very excited to see what comes up with this.
Absolutely. It's exciting to finally be here. It's been this build up to it, and here we are. So let's do this.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think that besides all this, the outcomes of the competition, I think those are going to be great, and I think we're going to have a lot of interesting ideas. But I think the biggest thing I'm looking for too, it's the network effect, to see how will these participants meet together, if there's going to be any new synergies creating. And I really wish for this to happen, because then I know the event was for sure successful, even if the outcomes are not going to be the best ones in the world. So there, I will be already satisfied. All right, so are you ready to kick this off? I think I'm going to give the torch to Margarida to start the kickoff, and let her start from then and see where we go.
Okay, perfect. So this being said, welcome to the World Data League. The opening session is officially starting. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so just a quick reminder before we start. On AirMeet, on the right column, you can see a Q&A section. So if you have questions during the presentations, go ahead and input them there. The audience can vote the questions they want to see answered in the end. So in the last 10 minutes, me and the rest of the team are answering your questions by the most upvoted. Okay. So now officially starting. So me, Leon, Tammy, and Miguel already presented ourselves, but there's a lot of people working on backstage that is not here. So we have Rui, who is a co-founder alongside Leon and Miguel. We have Fabiana, that is in charge of the communication and marketing. We have Celso, it's our designer, João, our software developer, and David is one of our Portuguese organizers and contact person for mentors and jury. As you all know, this is the first edition of World Data League. So in name of our team, I want to congratulate all 50 teams for being pioneers in this edition. And we are very excited because we received over 300 applications, and we were able to select the best data scientists. So we have 186 participants from 34 different countries from all around 5 continents, which is amazing. It's actually a real international competition. And we have a community that is very diverse on technical and professional backgrounds, but most of our participants are under 25 years old. And then regarding gender, we have 1/3 of female data scientists here, which is really exciting, but we hope on the next edition this number can be a little bit up. something to work on the next sections. And finally, Leon is going to present to you what is going to happen in the next 2 months. So Leon, go ahead, take the stage.
We wouldn't be starting for the technical problem. Of course, I forgot to unmute myself. So yes, indeed, let's look at how these 2 months are going to look like. I think it's going to get quite intense, but also quite interested. Most of this information that we're going to present to you, it's already in the rulebook and it's already also in the guidebook. And actually, we're just going to do a real summary of it. And we really, really, really encourage you, or even more than encourage. I think we want to stress it out that it's important to read this guidebook really carefully, because there might be some information that we don't go too much into detail in this presentation. And that being said, let's start with this. So how does the league look like? I guess most of you already know this, but it's going to be in 4 stages. And at each stage, we'll introduce a new challenge, which is connected to one subtopic. And usually it can be 2 or more challenges. And from those challenges, you will be able to choose one which you want to solve. I repeat, you only need to solve one. So don't try solving all 2, 3, 4 of them. You don't need to do that. And you also don't need to decide right away. So let's say if you want to spend a couple of days exploring one problem, see that this is not something you want to do, you can always switch to the other one. The real decision only comes at the time of submission, is when you choose which challenge you want to, which challenge you are solving, and then the solution itself for the challenge. Each challenge will be evaluated by a random set of juries. So, and then they're going to vote on some points regarding some criteria that Miguel is going to talk in a bit. But what will happen is that we'll transform those points into some points that are going to be in the leaderboard. And along each stage, we'll be updating this leaderboard. And then the top 10 teams will compete at the World Data League Grand Final to happen in the first weekend of July. So now we'll just go really briefly through the detailed schedule. Again, this is in your participants guidebook. If you haven't received it, please shout out to Maggie or to Tammy on Discord. They will follow up with this and send it to you. But really briefly, how the calendar looks like is that this is the stage 1. So today we're kicking off the league, and we will be also kicking off the stage 1, and we're presenting the challenge. And afterwards, we'll have a small round table with a panel of experts to talk about these challenges that you'll be solving. And then on Monday, we're going to hold our very first technical workshop. And the workshop is going to be about spatial data analysis by Pedro Sarmiento. All of the workshops that we'll be organizing, they will be recorded. So we know that they will happen on Mondays, but we know that most of you might be working. And this is why we want to also we want to give the opportunity to everyone to watch it later. So then during this week, during the week, we also have some activities, but I will let Maggie and Tammy explain those extra activities in a bit. So during the stage 2, it's going to be more or less the same format as you've seen for the stage 1, but the only difference, and it will kick off on 17th of April, so in 2 weeks, obviously, but the only difference is that on 24th of April, we will have a live session, just like this on Air Meets, where we will announce the leaderboard and the winners of the first stage. And this format is just going to repeat for every single stage. So if you look at the next stage, it's the same thing, but the kickoff is on the 1st of May. And yeah, last but not least, stage 4 starts on the 15th of May, and then it finishes on the 22nd of May. Sorry, it finishes on the 22nd of May. That being said, I'm now going to give the floor to Miguel, who is going to explain a bit more about the competition format and how it will look like.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about mentoring. As you all know, we have a great team of mentors at your disposal throughout the league. You've already seen them. They are here to help you unlock your issues when you are stuck. They're here to answer questions, both technical and non-technical, and overall, just to give you some guidance and advice along the way. So don't hesitate to reach out and ask for help. There are, in fact, 2 ways you can reach mentors, okay? For general questions and open mentoring, you have the Discord channel, WDL Mentoring, where mentors will be available at predefined time slots. And these time slots will be made available on Monday on the description of the same channel. and they'll be answering questions to everyone, much like an AMA session. If you're more inclined towards one-on-one mentoring, then you need to contact the mentor directly, also through Discord. And you chat and you decide to, you agree on a time slot, you book that time slot, but be aware that these time slots are very limited. Mentors are very busy. There's a lot of teams. So do reach out as soon as you know the help that you need. And now for evaluation, when it's time to submit your solution, you'll be asked for 2 deliverables, okay? First one is a 1-minute video pitch. And this video should be something really simple and not fancy at all. You don't need to prepare any slides if you don't want to. Just turn on your camera and describe your work as if you were talking to a friend or a coworker. What problem did you solve? What's your solution? What were your results? And what's the estimated social impact? Second, the Jupyter Notebook. This will be the main deliverable that the jury will consider in the evaluation. For that, we have prepared the template that will help you submit your solution. So it is very important that you follow it without changing the structure too much. This template will be available for download in the submission platform. I'll talk a little bit more about that afterwards. So the jury will be evaluating you based on 4 main criteria. 20% will go for product understanding. This is understanding the needs of the end user, of the entities here, and if your proposal solves that problem, the problem that you are supposed to solve. Another 20% will go for business comprehension. So this means understanding if the solution serves the business purpose, its applicability, and its social impact. 40% will go for your technical skills. Obviously, this is a technical competition. So an overall technical evaluation of the solution from a data science point of view. And the last 20% will go for soft skills. So essentially your communication and documentation skills. And here the video will play a big role, okay? Now, remember that all these challenges, and this is very important, all these challenges come from real world entities. And so it's impossible for us to guarantee that they all have the same level of difficulty, okay? To account for that, what we did was, in cases where there is a big imbalance between the number of submissions and each challenge of the same stage, we will add a weight to give extra points to teams who submit a solution to the least popular challenge. And lastly, don't forget that only the top 3 submissions will be considered, although we have 4 stages. So you can submit a solution for all the 4 stages, but also you have a little bit of a margin for error if you feel you are less available during a certain stage. We will only consider your top 3 scores. And now for platforms, which are basically 3. First up, we have the submission platform. This is where everything related to challenges will take place. You can use this platform to submit solutions. You can see the leaderboards, you can see the score and feedback you got for each stage. And you can also check all the deadlines so that you don't miss a single date. The first page you'll see is the dashboard. Here, you can see a complete timeline of the WDL, as well as the deadlines for each stage. You can also check the status of each stage and access the overall leaderboard. And halfway through each stage, a new option will appear for you to fill in what we call the team checkpoint form. The team checkpoint form will be available for 24 hours, and it's a way for us to know how the stage is going for your team, what blocking points do you have, and how can we help unblock those blocking points, and also how likely you believe you are to submit a challenge, okay? Now, if you click on a stage, you'll go to the stage page. And on the stage page, you can download the complete description of the stage. You can access the data. You can also download the notebook template I mentioned before. And when you are ready to submit, you only need to upload your deliverables there, your notebook template and your video pitch. And you need to select what challenge you are submitting for. And lastly, after the stage is complete, you'll be able to access your score and see the stage leaderboard on this same page. So pretty simple, okay? And you're gonna have time to explore it once we open it at the end of the day. And now second platform is AirMeet, which in case you didn't notice already, it's exactly where you are right now. AirMeet is where the live events will take place, okay? Such as the stage announcements like we're doing right now, winner announcements, also roundtables like we're gonna do this afternoon, workshops like Leon was talking about, and all the other fun stuff that we're gonna have reserved for you for WDL. You will also be able to network here using the speed networking and visit our partner booths. Okay, so this image that you see here, this is called the reception area, and this is the first thing you saw when you landed here, right? So when you land in the reception area, you can see the sessions. When you go inside the sessions, you can see a complete schedule and access the streaming of each session. Once you're inside the streaming, you can use the session chat to comment on how awesome the session is going or how terrible the hosts are. You can answer polls, you can post questions, you can upvote other people's questions. And during the workshops, you will even have the opportunity to raise your hand and jump to the stage to ask a question with video and or sound, depending on what you want. If you go to the lounge, you can hang out with everyone who's participating in the event. You can use the speed networking feature to do a sort of a data science chat roulette, or you can jump into a table and talk about a variety of topics. I mean, you can talk from XG Boost to pineapple in pizza. There's all sorts of stuff there for you to talk. And lastly, don't forget, very important, to visit the partner booths and say thank you to everyone for helping make World Data League happen. Siemens is there, Basecone is there, and you can also check out a complete list of the communities that have partnered with us.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Miguel. So the last platform is Discords. I hope by now all of you enter Discords. So most of the communication between the community managers, me and Tammy, and the participants will happen here. So keep an eye for that. So we have here 3 categories of the channels. So regarding the community channels, we have the WDL Open Community that is open and public for everyone, internal and external to the competition. So anyone who loves data science can go there, share articles, or anything you find relevant for the topic. We have a private channel for the participants, so the WDL participants, where you can share fun memes or stories or whatever you want to get to know each other. And then we have the WDL activities, where me and Tenny are going to share important information about the deadlines, leaderboards, and other descriptions. Tammy will explain to you better in a bit. Then regarding the competition, we have the WDL announcements channel, where you will see all the information regarding competition format, challenges, topics, deadlines, and of course, leaderboards. Then we have the WDL mentoring channel that Miguel already explained. So it's a private channel with participants and jury and mentors, and you can ask any technical questions and the mentor will try to guide you the best they can. And we have a private channel for each team, so you can discuss challenges, problems, topics, whatever you find relevant for the competition. And finally, we have a WDL help desk channel where you can go there and ask anything you want. So regarding competition formats or anything that doesn't have to do with technical aspects of the competition. If you are a bit shy and you don't want to ask publicly, you can always DM me or Tammy. So yeah, I think that's it.
Great. So now we move on to the activities. With any competition, it's always fun to have some really fun activities. So over the course of the competition, we have an activity scheduled for each stage. We're going to start out with this week, we're doing a get to know you icebreaker, and I'll touch on that a little bit more later. But starting out for stage 1, we've got a scavenger hunt. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be doing some fun activities going throughout the internet and with our partners and and so forth. But so these activities, stages 1 through 4, are where you actually get your points. So this is, and that will count towards your overall scoring at the end. So first of all, we start out with our scavenger hunt, then we go on to a quiz in stage 2. And if you look at some of these, like for example, stage 1 and stage 4, actually 3 and 4, you have a time period to complete it. With the quiz, that will be on an actual day that we do it all at one time. And then going on to the puzzle challenge, this is more of a kind of collaborative activity, but you also have an opportunity to be competitive at the end. So it's a challenge to complete. It goes towards completing a puzzle. If you don't complete it in the time period you have, then your competing teams have an opportunity to steal points from you. So you'll want to make sure to do that in the time that you have. And then the team video challenge, this one is very important to keep in mind starting from the beginning, because it's something that you will do at the end. We want you to complete a team video where you tell us your favorite moments from the entire competition. So it's a time to be creative and a time to for all of you to be on camera and to show us what you have. And that's it for activities. So with every competition comes prizes, and we have a prize pool of 15,000 euro. We're breaking this down into several different stages. So for example, the entire competition has 3 main prizes. So in third prize, we have 1,500 euro. In second prize is 4,000 euro. And then in third prize, or first place, the finale is 7,000 euro. And then each of the finalists will also receive 100 euro. There's going to be some side activity prizes of 500 euro, and then the winner of each stage is 250 euro. Moving on to I think the next slide is for activities. Oh no, it didn't go on there. So for activities, the prizes will be one entire pool. Oh, I guess it is down there. So our first prize is 250 euro. And second prize is 150 euro, and a third prize is 100 euro. And these will actually be in the form of gift cards. We're going to give you a choice between Amazon gift cards or MasterCard, depending on where you are in the world. And then we'll have other prizes that we'll announce along the way at every stage for those particular winners. Okay, so we have a few tips and tricks for you. It looks like my son is starting to come in too. Sorry about that. So we have some tips and tricks for you along the way. We want you to be creative with your solutions. So use your creativity, come together as a team to sort out what that looks like, and consider your business constraints. One important thing is don't always go for the easy challenges. Step outside of your comfort zone and really stretch yourselves and push yourselves in the competition. And work as a team. You're all coming together as a team. So work on each other's strengths, pull on those strengths, and work in that way. And of course, and I'm skipping to the end here, have fun and meet new people. We're coming from all over the world. It's truly an international community. So, get out there, meet some new people, and have fun with this. And then as you're in the competition, explain your decisions. We want to know, how did you come to this conclusion? What was your process along the way? It's kind of fun to see that as well. And then finally, Miguel mentioned on this a little bit earlier, we couldn't do this competition without the sponsors' generosity and support. So I believe we have like over 28 total partners that include technical partners, community partners, topic entities, challenge, and data partners. So we want to make sure, give a shout out to all of them. When you have some time, stop by the arena, say thank you, get to know what they do as well. And, we have corporate sponsors like Siemens and Basecone, and then you see, many of the others here. So there's so many to mention. And that's it for sponsors.
All right, so I guess, guys, what do you think? We are ready to kick off this league and see what's the first subtopic?
Oof, I wish I could participate. I'm a little bit, it's that weird feeling, like you want to participate, but at the same time you want to organize, and like you're left there in the middle, and you don't really know what to do. It's mixed feelings.
Okay, so Ricardo, let's have a short video from our sponsors, and then let's kick away the topic. See you in a bit.